So let's see how to find the successor in a binary search tree. So here we have an x and we want to find its successor, so the smallest element that is larger than x or has a larger key than x. So this is clearly not in the left subtree of x because all of those elements are smaller than x. It could be in the right subtree. Now it could also be above. So would it be above? So let's say indeed x is a left child of its parent. So let's call that one y. Then what we have is that all elements in the left subtree of y are smaller than y, and in particular the elements in the right subtree of x are smaller than y and will lie actually between x and y, so y cannot be the successor of x. And if we go further up the tree or to other parts of the tree, then again, because of the binary search tree property, we will be either completely to the left or to the right of the subtree. So definitely the successor cannot be anywhere else in the tree. So we know it's in the right subtree. So let's draw the x with its right subtree again. So where in the right subtree do we have to look for the successor? So the successor is the smallest element larger than x. So it will be since all of the elements in the subtree are larger than x, it will be the minimum in that subtree, and that is the leftmost node in that subtree. Okay, so there's one case missing, if namely the case that there is no right subtree. So let's have a look at this case. So we have x, there might be left subtree, that doesn't really matter because the successor certainly is not there. So how do we find the successor of x? So let's look at the parent of x. So, and let's say x is a right child of its parent node. Then, okay, in this case, the parent definitely will not be the successor because x is actually larger or has a larger key than the parent. So, same if that parent is the right child of its parent, so then it also cannot be the successor. The first kind of possible node which could be the successor of x is essentially when we go up from x towards the root, the first time we do a right turn. The first time we have a node where the subtree is the left subtree. So is this node y the successor of x? So we can look at it the other way around. Let's look for the predecessor of y. So the predecessor of y, there is a left subtree. So just as the successor being the leftmost node in the right subtree, the predecessor is a rightmost node in the left subtree. So the maximum in that subtree, which is the rightmost node. Here we have that subtree, we go as far right as possible and we hit x. So x is the predecessor of y, which is then equivalent to saying that y is the successor of x.